final edition, regular season anyways, championship edition, playoff special for the L.E.G. It's been a long time since I've had time to do one of these. I'm your host, the Commish. And today, boy, we got a doozy of a show. A lot has happened since the last time we did one of these. We've got a Hoffa winner, quote unquote. We have a member moving away, and we have the same old for the championship. So let's talk real quick about that. Let's go to the top stories here in the L.E.G. As was mentioned on the L.E.G. Facebook page, is our member John Dahlgren is moving away to San Diego. Unfortunately, he's joining the new San Diego chapter with Jack Molitor, former champion, out there in beautiful, sunny San Diego, California. However, John has assured me that he still intends to stay in the league. We'll see what that means, possibly flying back for a draft. Oh, by the way, that noise you hear, that is my son, Hunter. Let's go to Hunter Cam over there as he's jumping up and down. He's real excited. He's got his tongue hanging out. That's a new thing. But he loves to jump. And so we'll cut back and forth to Hunter Cam just for an adorable factor here on the show. All right, let's also move on to we have a Hoffa winner. And boy, this rookie really talked a mean game coming in. He was one of the first to be interviewed, as you recall, on the L.E.G. show, TV, and talked a big game, and unfortunately a lot of things didn't pan out. So we have our Hoffa winner for 2018, our rookie Austin Stoll. Lost to Mick in the finals, and I tell you what, it's just a story of Austin's season. He had a lot of points scored, just tons of bad luck, like Drew Brees not coming in when he needed him, especially in the Hoffa Bowl game where Mick should have lost that game, had no business winning, and there's just a lot. Oh, let's go to the Hunter Cam. Who's jumping over there? Is that you? Are you jumping? You're a jumpy boy. Yeah, look at you jump. Look at you bounce. It's adorable. So there you have it. Now Nick Shook will be handing over and taking one final Hoffa pick before giving it to Austin at the next year's draft. So let's go over to the championship match, and this is a match of epic proportions. We have the three-time champion Dan Nickel, the number 1 overall seed, versus Abhi Reddy, the defending champion, the number 2 overall seed. This is really disappointing because no one wants to see Dan win another one, and no one wants to see Abhi be the first back-to-back champion. It's really disappointing how this season has turned out, just overall. But you know what? When you have the number 1 scoring team in Dan Nickel and the number 2 scoring team in Abhi Reddy, with the number 2 fewest points scored against, Dan Nickel, and the number 3 fewest points scored against, Abhi Reddy, it's basic math, okay? Joe Murdoch actually was the team that was scored on the least, and he squeaked into the playoffs and lost what was the final play of the game? Dalvin Cook. Buddy, that's going to haunt you for a long time. I know that's going to haunt me if something happened like that. Anyways, let's go to the tail of the tape here. I've got some key players I want to key in here, as we will guarantee to put a name on the trophy back there that's already been up there before. So, here's the matchup here. I'm looking at a lot of spots, but for Dan's team, let's take a look at Dan's team. I really think his team is crutched on his running backs, and I specifically mean Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, one of the top fantasy players in the league, didn't make the Pro Bowl for some reason, but also has been great filling in for the injured James Conner, who, by the way, is supposed to come back this week for Dan Nickel. So now, this actually creates an interesting situation. C-Mac is going to be his workhorse for this week, but what's the timeshare going to be between Connor and Samuels? Because Samuels has been doing a great job too. What do you think, Hunter? Oh, okay, yeah. He agrees. Jumping means he agrees. Going with Phillip Rivers, who has been on fire, possibly going to be the MVP of the season. And a lot of question marks, though. Hopkins and Doug Baldwin are questionable. Doug Baldwin had a monster game last week there against the 49ers in the loss. Now let's take a look at Abhi's roster. Again, these are 2 rosters. There's nothing real solid except for a couple points. Like, I'm going to focus on Alvin Kamara for Abhi Reddy here. Alvin Kamara going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Can he run all over that team? It's really going to depend on how many touches he gets versus Mark Ingram. Will it be enough to propel Abhi to the win. Now, Abhi is projected to win, but that's only because Samuels right now is starting. And the running back position, and Connor is projected to get 15 for Dan. Now, Abhi is also kind of rolling the dice with Aaron Rodgers, who's had a very up and down season. Speaking of up and down, hey Hunter, what do you think of Aaron Rodgers this season? Yeah? Oh yeah, up and down. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's just like I said. Mike Williams had a monster game against the Chiefs. Abhi's rolled with him again. The big question mark for Abhi Reddy, and it has been all season, but he still managed to get this far, is Rob Gronkowski. Which Rob Gronkowski will show up? And is Rob Gronkowski actually dead on his feet and just waiting to retire at the end of this season? Here's another key factor here. I'm going to look at the defense for Abhi Reddy. He's got the maniac, the tackling machine, Darius Leonard. I cannot believe this guy got snubbed for the first ballot Pro Bowl. But I look for him to get a lot of tackles against the Giants because Saquon Barkley is their offense. And I really think that's what it's going to boil down to. I feel like all the matchups are pretty even as far as running backs go. Tariq Cohen for Abhi, but what's Connor going to do? The flex is real interesting. Matt Breida versus Marlon Mack. Dan, again, has like an RB1 and 3 RB2s, and Abhi kind of in the same boat. Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers coming down against Phillip Rivers? Who's going to have the big game? I really think it comes down to the defense. Which player is going to have a monster game on defense? And I am looking at Abhi Reddy just because of the maniac. I think he's going to get 40 tackles. Oh, are you okay? No. I think Hunter says Abhi's going to choke. Yes. Well, okay. There you have it. Hunter says Abhi's going to choke this week. I'm taking Abhi to win, to be the first ever back-to-back champion. And boy, what a feat that would be. And I would hate it. Absolutely hate it. Anyways, well, that is this week's championship matchup. Hopefully we have a good game, a close game. Now, on another side note, both gentlemen have agreed to do the gentleman's bet and split the money. So they're automatically getting paid $360 each after this. So that takes away a lot of the thrill for both participants. But this has been a great year. Hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. We'll try to be back and do a wrap-up for the 2018 season if I have time because of this guy. Yeah, he keeps me up all night. But yes, that's the today's episode. Good luck to Abhi and Dan. I hope you both lose and get cancer of the butthole. But if not, Godspeed to you gentlemen. Good luck this week. And good luck to everyone else out there. Have a safe and very happy Merry Christmas. Go Colts!